Okay, look, yo, I've been going back and forth with TikTok and YouTube, trying to talk to some sisters about this colorism and this pretty privileged meta narrative that y'all trying to beat down black men with this time, and it's something that needs to be said. And I don't know if y'all intelligent, attractive sisters are ready to hear this message or not, but you're not as likable as you think you are. Like when you were in grade school, you were smart. You were taught to be a little bit demure. You put your books over your titties and you ran from classroom to classroom getting your education, like an NFL running back getting that touchdown. And there's something to be respected about that shit. But you have to understand, sisters, y'all was playing the game with one or two poker chips. When you're a black man, you're playing with no poker chips. You're bluffing your way into any kind of physical validation. Or you're willing to go all in on some thug life shit. Please understand that the guys you were attracted to knew how to bluff, knew how to pretend like they're anteing up on the table, knew how to go all in on a gamble, and that's what you were attracted to. You weren't attracted to the dudes who weren't at the table. That's this whole nerd versus this educated lame versus thug shit. A thug has nothing to lose, so he will bluff, he'll gamble, he'll lie, he'll cheat, he'll steal, and he'll collect the validation that y'all offer him. That's the game we playing. Like, y'all sisters are not recognizing your own privilege. You're not recognizing, I mean, like, yeah. Pretty privilege is real. Men will chase after sexy sociopaths before they go after a woman who's actually attracted to them. There's nothing more to be said about that. But you're not recognizing the power of pussy privilege. Or better yet, you're not recognizing that your spiritual journey involves you being the seed, at least holding on to the seed of life. And that's kind of important in a specific way, that it's a disconnect between men and women. Like on one end, pussy privilege gives you confidence because confidence is knowing what you have and how other people want it. Like men, they're not born with confidence. They have to use scaffolding. They have to use some kind of incremental success in their lives so that they could actually have a conversation, hold the attention of a woman. Women have pussy privilege. No matter what happens, at least y'all know that there's a dude who wants some pussy and he's willing to do extraordinary things to get at it, and you have one. Just like, and a man is, men are born with crack pipes between their legs, but I digress. The other end of that thing is that women are they hold the seeds of life and they submit to that responsibility, and that gives them a sense of purpose. So now you have collateral and you have purpose, while the men that you want to be better human beings have neither. I'm telling you this right now. If a man gets his social collateral and his purpose without you, as a black woman, he don't like you. He don't like you because he still has to atone for all that anger that he has when he didn't have nothing and you were not around. Worse yet, worse yet, you ladies are looking for a man who has a purpose and has collateral and has gone so far as to forgive you for not being around when he had nothing. And that's a difficult little game to play. That's a hard little game to play, because what you gonna tell him? I'm here now. Now that you have a 6-figure job, now that you have a government job, I'm here. I love you. It's like no, 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 no. He's gonna make you pay for all the females that shut him down when he was younger. It That's the game we're playing. Um, and I don't know how to tell y'all this, but I'm beginning to worry that white women are fucking more nerds than y'all are. And y'all gonna have to deal with the consequences of that, because the niggas gonna chase for validation. You know? Sex for us is validation. Sex for y'all is a trust test. You could you could chastise a woman for trusting everybody, but chastising a man for having too much validation is a waste. It's a waste. It's an exercise in futility. So here's what I think about pretty privilege. It's true. It still doesn't top pussy privilege. Here's what I think about colorism. It's also true. But the fact that y'all connected to your responsibility and your spiritual awakening from the fact that you give birth to a man makes y'all more responsible, gives y'all more direction, gives y'all more focus than a man who only believes that that is his child 75% of the time. You know, 22% of men, 22% of all fathers are being lied to. So that's the real world. We're not dealing with the same problem. Fuck pretty privilege. Fuck colorism. That's not the struggles that black men are dealing into. And while we're at it, this shit that y'all do where y'all raise men to be terrified of the world, where y'all say that, oh, the world is against us, it doesn't work. It works for y'all, females. I've seen women who thrive when they have 100 million enemies. I've actually seen it, and it's a beautiful thing. That's not how men are. Men are soldierly. We need to know that the system's working for us. You maybe need to check yourselves on policing authentic blackness. Maybe you need to stop using terms like Uncle Tom and sellout and coon and shit like that. Just like black men need to stop using the terms bedwench and ghetto gagger. It's toxic language. So check yourself, and before you start lecturing people about pretty privilege and colorism, realize the damage that you're doing to the black community and fucking hold yourself accountable. All right? I hope more women, I hope you have the courage to respond if you're a woman. I know black men know this already, but when it's all said and done, y'all sitting on your pussy basking in the glow of your female privilege and you're lecturing us when we ain't got shit. Peace.